This week we came out to regional Queensland with the Mindset Do team from the university to go into some regional schools, and we've come out to deliver our lessons that we do with STEM, and it's really nice to be able to give them an experience that they don't ordinarily have, where we come in and we do integrated STEM and digital technologies lessons.
It's intriguing to know how all these little things worked that I would have never thought of when I was younger. It's just so wonderful to find it all out.
They've had all sorts of questions that they've been asking throughout the entire time. They've really been enthusiastic and wanting to learn more and more and more each day. When it's a hands-on activity, they tend to absorb more of the knowledge.
Student engagement is at a high level.
So this week we've delivered the Year 6 Arduino lessons, where we create a flashing lights exhibit to song, so the children have to code that.
I learnt to bring different components together to make an LED light system. We had to try and code the LED lights into sync with the music. So I had to try and test it all out, and that's how I figured it all out. I had to experiment on it.
We did the coding with the RGB lights in time with the music. I think it looked really cool, and I probably more enjoyed the science and technology. Might tie in with my career as I get older.
Absolutely. I found the kids have been really engaged in everything they've been working on. It's been really amazing to see, especially because some of the kids aren't typically interested in science, but they've really enjoyed exploring that side of it, and especially the coding, which I think a lot of them came into this thinking was out of their reach, but they've been able to achieve that, which has been really, really, really awesome for all the kids.
We've also been doing the Scratch program. They learn how to be involved in serious game designs, but again they learn block coding, so it's that nice transition through block coding into C++ coding. At Wondai State School we've been doing the microdrones lessons, which everyone loves, integrating maths, grid referencing and conservation.
We got to program the drones on the iPads, and then it was automated flight. It was you had to test, learn from your mistakes, what you did wrong, and change it until you succeeded.
It's a bit hard to code them, that's what I've learned, but it's also a lot of fun just to tinker with it and just see what's possible. And they're very fun and nice. If you do something wrong, they just make it feel like it's an accomplishment.
We had to program them to go to an animal that we placed on a mat and take a picture of it and then fly back home.
It's really area specific. A lot of these farms and children live on these big farms where they're using drones. So some of the lessons that we're delivering, we can really see out here the real life applications.
I've looked at the supply lessons from Mindset Do, and it is my intention to use the breadboards that have been supplied as part of our learning for the next sort of 10 weeks or so. It ties in really nicely, and the kids obviously enjoy it. And then each lesson they would kind of rebuild what they'd already made, and it ingrained in their head how to create those circuits.
So the benefits that I've found have been just the experience getting into schools. You don't find these kinds of experiences on your placements. It's getting you exposed and working on your pedagogy just almost becomes second nature. And by the time you graduate, you become more of a well-rounded teacher before you've even walked into your first school.
I think having more of a hands-on experience, just to be out there and help the kids.
The experience for me as a pre-service teacher is above and beyond anything that you could imagine just going through my regular degree. I get to go into schools, I get to interact with not only teachers and students, but I get to interact with principals, deputies, something that we don't get offered as students, and to be a part of the Mindset Do team is something that I really value.
So when I first started, I was coming into my second year, and I heard about Mindset Do and how it's a group of people going out, bringing STEM into schools. I didn't have very much experience with STEM, but when I started, I had so much support and I have learned so much. Mindset Do has done so much for me. I am much better at knowing how to manage a class. It has helped my confidence and the children. The connections you make with them is amazing. You can just see their faces light up. So they're asking you questions, they want to know more about the technology. You get to just be a part of a wonderful team that is bringing STEM out to the schools, to the kids, and also to the teachers. They get to actually see what we do and how we teach STEMs.